Hello everyone, DMFF here, yet again, with another Pokemon solo run in Pokemon Red. Today, we are going to use the starter Pokemon, fully evolved form, Charizard! And I'm pretty excited about this one. I have a feeling that Charizard will do pretty well. It may struggle in some parts, but I believe Charizard has the tools available to it in order to do very well. So, let's see. So far, I'm a little worried about... I'm not really worried about much of anything because Charizard's move pool is actually excellent. It can learn, Flamethrower naturally. It also has access to Dig and Earthquake, which is excellent for it. Slash and or Body Slam are both great just physical attacking moves that it can utilize. I think we're going to do really well with it. Hopefully, anyway. So, we're going to start off with Brock here. And, we have actually leveled up to level 12. I believe we fought all of the optional trainers that we could, other than the first rival that we could encounter. Brock is actually really easy thanks to Ember. Luckily, Brock's Pokemon don't have any rock moves, otherwise it would have obliterated us. So, onward to Cerulean City, where we pick up our first rare candy and save the game, where I think we should be taking on Rival 2. I don't anticipate it being too much of a hard time unless Pidgeotto hits us with lots of sand attacks, in which case it can become really, really annoying, so I decide to reset because I don't want to deal with that nonsense. So, back to the Pidgeotto again, please. Ugh. More sand attacks. 2 sand attacks. I just reset once more. It just makes it so inconsistent and garbage. So, screw this Pidgeotto. We decided to go for some Leer strats, so then maybe we can, take it out in a couple less hits. It hits us with 1 sand attack as opposed to 2. I decide, fuck it, let's just continue. We do miss against the Rattata, but Ember hits it and one-shots it. Miss against the Squirtle, I'm worried. Ember, Water Gun knocks us out. Gosh, diddly darn. But we give it another shot, because I feel like we can beat this rival. Ember is actually doing more damage than the Scratch. It's a 3-hit KO. No sand attacks this time. We're looking great. Abra actually was a 1-hit KO instead of that crit. Ember did not one-shot the Rattata, but we have 40 health for this Squirtle. We're going for Ember for some reason. I think Scratch would have been better, but we beat Blue very easily. Rival 2 is down. Now, we actually go all the way up through Nugget Bridge, so then that way we can get to this rocket. So that way we have access to Dig early on. We're going to use Dig to fight Misty because it's a 100 base power attack, and it's our best bet on beating Misty this early on. Pretty exciting stuff. For some reason we contemplate, and we just need to get rid of the gravel. Now it's time to fight Misty. We're going to go for the Dig. It one-shots the Staryu. Miss, Gen 1 miss on the Water Gun, and we get a crit. Holy moly, I don't know if we should have been able to beat that, but that Gen 1 miss. We go and get Body Slam, but we're not going to teach it quite yet. We're going to wait until we have access to Swords Dance. When we do that, the reason we're doing that is because Slash without Sword Stance will be stronger. So we might as well just keep Slash once we learn it. So here's Rival 3, an hour and 7 minutes in. See how this guy is. So I go for Ember. That quick attack is doing nothing. It's a 2-hit KO. Eradicate, Dig one-shots it. Kabam. Kadabra, we outspeed, and Dig also one-shots it. You go for the Dig on the War Turtle, it's a 2-hit KO, and the Water Gun is not doing that much damage. Thank goodness. So we continue on toward Celadon City, picking up the Elixir on the way, and we're actually going to do some, healing here. And get ourselves some fresh water and do some shopping here. We want to sell some of our items and pick up some protein, some calcium, and we wanted to pick up a Carbos also, but that was just not in the cards. So a calcium and a protein just to buff up our Charizard's attack. We go and get Fly, and it's at this moment when I step out the door that I realize I have forgotten to fight Mr. Surge. So I just go through Celadon City to get here. Or not Celadon City. Saffron City to get here more quickly. Get to Surge so then we can just sweep him because I legitimately thought I had fought him. And it just didn't... I forgot. So Pikachu and Voltorb both go down with one hit, and so does Raichu. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This guy just didn't have it in him. And I don't know how we forgot. Just silly of us, of course. But that's okay. We fly back to Celadon, so then that way we can beat Geo1 here, who should be an absolute joke. Oh, we don't actually one-shot the Onix. But we do one-shot the Rhyhorn. Kangaskhan, I really should have been going for Ember here, but it's no big deal. We beat him pretty easily. First try, Geo. So that brings us on over to the Pokemon Tower, where we fight Rival 4. And he's pretty easy, honestly. We accidentally went for Scratch for some reason. I think I misclicked. Ember takes it out the rest of the way. Scratch actually knocks out the Kadabra. Dig, Gen 1 missed on War Turtle and then crit. So, no big deal. Bye, Rival 4. Then that brings us all the way back to... yeah, Silphco. So then that way we can get ourselves Sword Stance. We had literally just learned Slash and really didn't have to use it too much. So that didn't really end up panning out like I should have hoped. So I should have just started off with Body Slam. Anyway, here's Rival 5. We try to set up on the Pidgeot. It still knows... it still knows Sand Attack, so... Body Slams are still knocking out Pokemon. Ember did not one-hit KO Execute. And we missed. Body Slam was disabled, so we have to go for a Dig. And we missed. Fusion hurts. Dig, one-hit KOs the Alakazam. Dig, please. Oh, we miss. Oh, God. And, yeah, we lose. So this time we set up 2, and it doesn't go for any Sand Attack, so we got to set up 3. Body Slam is just going and ripping through the entirety of their team, including the Execute. We're just body slamming everything. Oh, but we crit on the Blastoise, but that's okay. It doesn't knock us out. That was much easier. Sand Attack is just such cheese. So we pick up the Lapras here for, you know, obvious reasons. We're going to give it Surf and Strength later. Geo2. Gonna be pretty easy. We set up some Sword Stance on the Nidorino because it really can't do too much to us. Just one Sword Stance. A Dig knocks it out. Kangaskhan, we go for the Dig. It's not a one-hit KO. Rhyhorn should be a one-hit KO, and it is. And the Nidoqueen should be as well. And wonderful. Geo2, not for you. He was not doing very well. But we need to go back to Erica's gym because we never actually battled her either. And she should be a joke by now. Ember should be taking out all of her Pokemon in one shot, except for Vileplume, I guess, which puts us to sleep. But Petal Dance is, like, laughable to us. And she is an easy defeat. So we go on to Koga's gym now. Since we have access to Dig and Swords Dance, we're just going to set up on this Koffing, one Swords Dance to dig through the Koffing, and check out the Muck. It's a one-hit KO, so we just decide to go for the Digs on Weezing as well, which ends up being a one-hit KO. Pretty easy gym here as well. So, I think Blaine would be next. I think we decide not to go for Blaine, and I think we actually come back to Silphco, that's right, because I forgot to grab some items while we were here. Silly me. I pick up the rare candy and the Earthquake. We are going to need the Earthquake, but since we're here, might as well fight Sabrina. Body Slam takes out the Kadabra in one shot, and we decide to set up on the Mr. Mime. Going for two, Body Slam one-shots it. Body Slam one-shots the Venomoth and the Alakazam. Wow, excellent. Looking really good, Charizard. And now it's time for Blaine. And since we don't need Dig anymore, we now have access to Earthquake. And we have learned Flamethrower at this point, so we're like looking really sharp for the rest of this journey on our solo run with Charizard, and we just completely sweep his team with Earthquake. We could use Fire Blast, but I decide against it because Flamethrower is just way more consistent. So we're going to set up on this Rhyhorn here. Two Swords Dance, and then go for Earthquake. One shot, easy. One shot, easy on the Doug Trio. Nidoqueen as well. Nidoking? Nope. Rhydon? Even Rhydon. All of his Pokemon. One shot with Charizard's Earthquake. Charizard is kicking some serious ass. But how's Rival 6 going to be? We decide to set up on the Pidgeot. All three Sword Stands. And fourth, for some reason. Body Slam one-shots it. Rhyhorn also goes down with one Earthquake. We do level up, though. So we're no longer going to be outspeeding the Alakazam, I don't think. But we're going to try. Oh, and we do! And we one-shot it anyway. Blastoise is a one-hit KO. Wow, Charizard sweeping it up. Holy moly, we're looking actually really good. Hello, Nidoran. We're on our way to becoming a Pokemon Master with just a Charizard. I'm actually really interested to see what Charizard's time is going to end up being. Like, this feels like a very solid run. So, on our way into Victory Road, as I normally explain, there's a rare candy in here that we're going to be picking up. And we might fight one trainer in here. Not positive, but here we are. It's Lorelei time. I don't believe we've used any of our rare candies. We haven't. We're just level 50. We decide to go try for the Swords Dance on the Dugong, and we're already at 37 HP. After 2, a Body Slam isn't a one-shot. It's a 2-hit KO because of the Super Potion, thank God. But I'm not really sure. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, let's try something else. We use most of our rare candies here, and we set up 2 Swords Dance. Body Slam is a 1-hit KO now. Flamethrower, not sure if that crit mattered, but goes for an Earthquake. Excellent. Excellent. Earthquake on Lapras, 1-hit KO. Okay. That's a bit more consistent now. So we just gotta heal up, and we gotta see how Bruno's gonna be. I anticipate him being an absolute joke, though his Onix does have Rock Throw, and that can hurt. We decide to go for the... Okay, Rock Throw didn't do too much damage to us, so we decide to go for Swords Dance now that it's locked into Rage. We do level up, but Earthquakes should just take out all of Bruno's team in 1-hit KOs now. Including the Machamp. Excellent. Charizard sweeping it up, and I have a good feeling about Agatha as well. He's level 60, so Charizard could very well just sweep this up. Earthquake. Body Slam is a 3-hit KO on the Golbat. Luckily, it didn't go for Haze, but we do level up. Earthquake. Everything else. And it just one-shots it. Please, Gengar. 1-hit KO. We outspeed as well. Excellent. Agatha is rendered absolutely just futile. We can defeat her every time like that. Well, other than a Gen 1 miss and then terrible luck. But I am a bit worried about this Gyarados. I try to go for a Body Slam, and it crits me. And 1-hit KOs me. So, back to the drawing board. I decide to try to do the level 50 strategy with no rare candies, and that doesn't end up going well. Let's try it again. I want to be a little bit higher level for that Gyarados, just in case. So, if I can set up on this Dugong... Okay, it goes for Growl, which is actually beneficial. We go for so many, and then just pray. Earthquake? No. Shouldn't have prayed. But we're going to try it a 3rd time. Because third time's the charm, right? So, we just go for a Flamethrower. Because this time I want to try a different strategy. Now that it's asleep, we can Swords Dance twice for free. So we go for the 3rd. We're at 41 HP. Earthquake one-shots it. Earthquake does not one-shot the Cloyster, but that's okay. We crit on the Slowbro. We're at 6 HP after a Water Gun. Body Slam, 1-hit KOs, and also 1-hit KOs the Lapras. Wow, that was holding on by the skin of their teeth. So Bruno should still be relatively easy now, even at this lower level. Rock Throw might actually damage us more, but we try to go for... Oh my god, a critical hit almost kills us. So we decide to go for Earthquake now, and hopefully we can take out... Ooh. Okay. Lucky so far. Knocks out the Hitmonlee. Just take out the Onix. I am worried about the Machamp a little bit. Submission does not kill us. So we're in the clear on Bruno. Holy moly, that was actually a little scarier than I would have liked as well. How is Agatha going to be? I think we use our rare candies here because I want Agatha to be consistent. So we just go up to level 60 and then save 2 rare candies for ourselves. Earthquake is just going to knock everything out. Golbat, now at this point, is a 2-hit KO. I don't know why I set up Swords Dance where I could just Earthquake everything. I think I wanted to guarantee that I would 1-hit KO that Gengar, which, you know, it did do that. Now we're going to use our last 2 rare candies and hopefully not get 1-hit KO'd by a critical hit Hydro Pump by this Gyarados. I decided to go for a Swords Dance. Okay, that hurt a lot. They missed. Okay. Interesting. Swords Dance. Oh, the crit. Okay. Body Slam. Is 1-hit KOing the Dragonairs. What am I gonna... Flamethrower against the Aerodactyl? That's our best bet. It's burned. Oh, it didn't kill us? Wonderful. Okay. Body Slam, not a 1-hit KO, and the Dragonite knocks us out. That's really unfortunate. So, I think we're going to go for this strategy once more. Oh, 2-hit KO with the lucky crit. It is also going to be... Ooh, it knocks us out with Clamp. Pretty unlucky. But I think that's the strat, is use our rare candies before Agatha, so then we get some, you know, more mileage out of our levels. And rare candies, ultimately. It goes for the rest strat, so then that way I can go for the Swords Dance and knock it out in 1-hit KO with a 2 Swords Dance boost. Earthquake. We're really low, but Earthquake knocks out the Slowbro, Jinx, and Lapras in one shot. And that levels us up to 52. I still anticipate Bruno being fairly easy here. I just feel like we had pretty bad luck to get as low HP as we got last time. So we're going to set up 1 Swords Dance. It's locked into Rage, so we might as well set up all 3. And now that we've set up 3, we should be able to Earthquake. Oh, the crit, though. Rough. Should be able to... Oh my god, the crit even was mattered on the Onix. Okay, that's fine. Now it's time for Agatha. And I'm going to try fighting her without using rare candies to get even more mileage out of our rare candies for plants. We do still 1-hit KO on the first Gengar. Haunter is a 1-hit KO as well. As is Arbok. We level up. And we outspeed and one-shot Gengar. Agatha is even consistent at this level. That's great. Great news. So we're going to level up with our rare candies right here, right now. We're level 63. You go for a Swords Dance. Hydro Pump hurts a lot. Body Slam, they miss. Lucky us. We go for a second. Ooh, that hurt a lot, but we go for the third Swords Dance. Earthquake, 1-hit KOs. Flamethrower, it's going to be a 2-hit KO, but Badge Boost Glitch has helped out with our defense. And 1 Body Slam takes out the Dragonite. Okay, first time getting to the champion. And we're going to heal up and go fight him. Can we defeat him? Alright, Pidgeot, we're going to set up the Swords Dance against that. We get crit on that wing attack, but otherwise it's not doing much to us. We go for a 2-hit KO on it and we level up. But we still outspeed and one-shot the Alakazam. We go for the last Swords Dance on Rhydon, since it can't really do anything to us, and Earthquake one-shots it. As well as the Arcanine, Executor. Flamethrower is going to be a 2-hit KO, and it decides to go for Barrage. Blastoise, does the Earthquake one-shot it? It absolutely does. Excellent. First try on the champion. Wow, I'm very, very surprised at that. Charizard, you did great. Let's see how good you actually did. Level 65. 3 hours and 47 minutes. That's really not too bad. And now that we have some more Pokemon with us, here's a tier list that I'll be updating for each Pokemon added. So far, Charizard is the best one. Giving it an A tier, level 65, but did the time better than Venusaur. And yeah, let's see how Blastoise will do next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.